This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by lifeproductions.com.
Representative Burke. Could I interview you about the marijuana decriminalization bill for my video blog?
And you are who, sir?
Dave Ridley with ridleyreport.com.
Okay.
And I was just wondering, what made you decide to vote against this bill?
Just the language of the bill.
What do you think was wrong in terms of the language?
I would have preferred the bill that Fontes first talked to me about a year ago, and I would have voted that, where he would have made it a, one second, give me the correct word.
Legalization?
No.
Oh.
When you just give a ticket, I'm trying to think the exact word. And if they would have paid the fine, keeping all existing laws as they are, not changing, if they would have just paid a fine within 30 days, that's it.
I thought that was pretty much what this bill did, is it not?
No, absolutely not.
What is it not? What's the difference between this one and that?
That's the bill I would have voted on. And I told them that a year ago. That's it.
What was this one missing, though, that it needed? What was wrong with it exactly?
Because it decriminalized it. And his original bill that he showed me the language of a year ago, it was, if you pay a fine within 30 days, it's forgotten about. You don't have a problem with the federal government. You don't have a problem for getting a job. And you just don't send out a mixed message.
Why is that a problem, though? I mean, for people not to have more problems.
And that's where it is. That's what I would have supported, not this one.
Okay. Now, you're also kind of infamous as the representative who told Toby Island to snitch out his friends. What was with that? Or at least that's the perception.
I'm sure it is a perception. Because he blogged and did lots of things. Fine. That's wants to be the perception. Fine. That's not what went on. And I don't want to be a part of slandering anyone or violating confidences. You know, it's kind of all sad.
So you don't feel like people should? You don't feel like people should rat on their friends when they find their friends are smoking marijuana?
What's that?
Do you feel like people should not turn in their neighbors and friends if they find they're smoking marijuana?
That's how all crimes are solved. People snitch on somebody. Cops aren't there to just see you doing something wrong.
So you're saying it is good, it is appropriate to tell on your friends?
I would encourage him not to do this anymore. It's against the law.
But would you encourage people to tell police if other people are doing marijuana?
I would encourage anyone to tell the police if they see or know anyone committing any kind of offense.
How is marijuana?
For any offense, I would, hey, you should go tell the police what you saw, no matter what.
What if it were illegal to be a good Samaritan? If it were illegal to do it, if it were illegal to do something that is moral, you would say that people should be turned in for that too?
Give me an example. I don't know what you're talking about.
Say it was illegal, and before the 60s and before the 50s, it was illegal. Well, during the
this is my better. That's why.
During the slavery era, it was illegal to harbor slaves. You're saying people should be turned in even if they're doing something like that? Just because it's illegal?
Do you actually think I believe that?
No, I don't.
Okay,
of course not.
Come on.
But see, it seems like you're saying that someone should be turned in just because they're doing something that's illegal. Is that sufficient cause to turn somebody in?
When someone breaks the law, that's all I'm saying. You can put any words you want to it. When someone breaks the law, I'm going to encourage anyone to tell the police. That's being a good citizen, whether it's a misdemeanor or a felony.
Did you know that it's illegal to sell an iodine water purification kit without a DEA permit? Would you turn someone in for that?
It's not the bill in front of me.
I beg your pardon?
It's not the bill in front of me.
Right.
I only have what's in front of me in the language. And I can't solve the whole world.
Well, Representative Burge, I appreciate you answering some relatively tough questions and talking with me.
But I says, I want to pass, get the word down the bidding board.
The interesting thing is, my youngest brother died. Do you know about that?
I heard about that, yes.
Yeah.
Just a windy
And there's even a dispute that I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
They devalue that. There's some devaluation of. I've seen hundreds of youngsters in counseling. They were required to see me as a juvenile probation officer, and sometimes they walked in high. And I didn't get on them. It was the idea of using peer counseling for other kids to motivate each other. Hey, you don't want to do things that get in your way, and I would videotape those. They'd come back and they'd saw the behavior.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. You know what the face on their expressions were? Their facial expressions? They were
I
ashamed.
couldn't believe that was them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of your district, a so-called out of your district.
All right. Well, again, thanks for your time.
For weddings, events, and the prom, lifeproductions.com.
So, marijuana decrim fails to pass committee, but could still pass the House and become law. And certainly, the bill did inspire some soul searching on the part of the representatives and of law enforcement. It's a start to getting us back to the freedoms we had in 1910. This is Dave Ridley reporting out from Concord, New Hampshire at the State House. It's February 19th, 2008.
Are you within 90 minutes of Keene? Do you need someone to shoot a video? If so, drop by lifeproductions.com. And check out Nick Ryder's video work. Nick's experience at Free Minds TV, his years of production work, his eagerness to reduce costs make him the man to talk to about event videography in the Monadnock Zone. For weddings, events, and the prom, lifeproductions.com.